You need to stop allowing this negative inner critic change the way you view yourself and your life. Now, don't get me wrong, we've all been there where we think, I am not worthy, I am not good enough. And why? Why is that? Half of the time, no, all of the time, it's because of this negative critic in our head. Now, first things first, I want you to come up with a name for this inner voice, this inner dialogue that you have for yourself. Let's just say it's called Junior. So mine would be Katie Junior, right? There's always times in doubt where I'm like, I don't even speak because the inner voice speaks for me, right? And that, I say, is the negative energy vampires trying to come in and take over my positive endorphins. The problem is, a lot of the time, our mind doesn't know what is real and what is fake. So every time you're actually thinking, you're expressing your thoughts, right? Negative or positive, your mind doesn't know if this is real or fake. And that is why it's extra important that we have to be mindful of the things that we think about. Now, there's lots of ways we can go into this. And I'm just going to start by saying, be mindful of the way you view yourself, not just others. Because when you look at yourself in the mirror and you're not feeling 100% and you're telling yourself, I don't look good because I have a spot. I don't look good because I don't have a six-pack. I don't feel the best because my bum's not perky enough. Whatever it may be, your mind doesn't know if this is like, you're talking about yourself in a negative way and you're just saying that because that's how you currently feel. No. It believes that this is true. Now, the problem is, the thought that you have, negative, even if it's just an emotional current feeling, your mind doesn't know if it's real or fake. So what your mind will do, your psychology will work extremely hard to make sure that this thought manifests into reality. Now, have you heard the saying, thoughts become things? They definitely do. And it's not even just like what you think you can attract. Like, it goes deeper than that. It's just like the way you view yourself. Like, even you just sit on the sofa and you're like, you're not speaking out loud, but you're thinking, I'm going to get up in 5 minutes and read a book. And that's what you tell yourself, right? But then 5 minutes has gone and you're still not doing it. That shows that you have no self-control and no discipline. And what's happening is your thoughts are manifesting into this person that you are. And that's why it's really important that when you speak positively and you speak life into yourself. Saying things like, I am grateful for my life. I am so beautiful. And if you need to learn how to rewire your mind, I would say like, the most important thing to do is do affirmations. Say, I am beautiful. I am grateful for my life. Gratitude as well. So affirmations and gratitude, that's one. Affirmations, gratitude, journaling. Learning how to like rewire your mind to just act as if you're something that you currently are not. Learn how to be in tune with yourself, not just by your thoughts, but by your actions, because obviously thoughts, they become reality, but also actions is what's going to get you there. So if you're thinking negatively about yourself because you're looking in the mirror and you don't know how to rewire your mind, start with like post-it notes. Write post-it notes on your mirror, I am beautiful, so that every single time you look at yourself in the mirror and you take the action to get to the mirror, your thoughts cannot be destroyed by negative words that you're putting into your mind. You're now putting these positive affirmations into your mind and rewiring your mind every single time you see them. Another good one is putting them inside of the fridge. Every time you go into the fridge, I am healthy. I am blessed to be able to neutralize my body with this nutrition. I am blessed that I'm able to eat. Start speaking more life into yourself, because instead of saying things like, I don't have what that person on Instagram has, I do not have the six-pack, that means I am not going to be able to find my wife or my husband. I am not beautiful enough, so that means I am not going to be able to get this job that I'm trying to get. No. We need to stop that negative view that you have over yourself by rewiring your mind to positive thoughts. When you actually understand that you are the main character in this story, in this life that you are living, right? Because your mind can only comprehend you in this reality. Everyone else in this story, they are just characters in the story that you are writing for yourself. You're narrating this story. Every thought you have manifests. Every action you take is making you step towards your goals. When you're present with yourself and you're truly aligned, you are in flow with yourself and you are reaching the goals that you place in your life. But when you are sitting there negatively speaking about yourself or about others, your mind only knows you. And that's why you have to understand that the way you think is not just thoughts become reality and all of this blah blah nonsense. No, when you truly tune in to understanding how important your thoughts are on your journey, and that your thoughts, they really do manifest. They do. And it's not just thoughts become things. And if I sit on the couch and I visualize I am rich, I am healthy, and I don't have to do no exercise, I don't have to eat well, I don't have to work hard to make money, that my thoughts will manifest my reality. No, you have to take action, right? And how can you take action when these thoughts are in flow state? Well, if you're thinking positively and you tell yourself you're going to do something, the first step here is you need to be aware and you need to be disciplined. When you tell yourself you are going to do something, you need to be aware that you have told yourself you're going to do it, and you need to stay disciplined and stick it out. If you do not stay disciplined and stick it out, your mind is never going to believe that you are good enough in this life. Every minute it's, I knew you weren't going to do that. I'll do it tomorrow. You're not good enough anyway. All of this negative inner critic that you don't need when you're in flow state of becoming the best version of yourself. And that's why you have to be mindful of the thoughts that are seeping through your reality. Because if you think in negative quantities, you're only going to attract a negative life, negative people, a negative partner, negative friendship groups, negative jobs, negative eating habits, negative habits in general. You are going to be in this negative fulfillment of life, and it's not going to fulfill you in the right way. It's going to fulfill you in the wrong way. Be mindful of your thoughts, but not only your thoughts, be mindful that whatever you think, you will attract. If you think in negative, you will attract negative. If you think in positive, you will attract positive things. And that is this episode in a nutshell. I will wrap it up there because I just wanted you to understand that your thoughts are not just your reality. Your thoughts are manifesting. Your thoughts are you. Your thoughts are controlling your every move. So think better thoughts. Don't allow this negative energy vampire to come into your mind and suck the positivity out of your soul. You are worthy and you are deserving of a great life. But ultimately, only you know where you're going. By challenging your inner critic every time it shows up in a negative way. When you have a positive thought like, I'm going to do this, you stay disciplined and you act upon it. And just by being true to who you are. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Take care and stay blessed. Peace.